Hi guys, do you know how to solve quadratic equations using general quadratic formula? Come, let me explain. The general quadratic formula comes in the form that x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the general quadratic formula. But before we can be able to apply general quadratic formula to this given quadratic equation, quadratic equation, 5x squared minus 11x plus 2 is equals to 0. We are going to compare it with the general quadratic equation so that we can find the values of a, c, b. So the general quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. A is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant, and it's equals to 0. So if you compare it, you can now see that a is the coefficient of x squared here, which is 5. Then b is the coefficient of x. B is equals to, the coefficient of x is negative 11, and c is the constant, which is 2. So since we have known all those parameters, we are going to plug their values to the general quadratic formula. That means our x is equal to minus, b is minus 11, plus or minus the square root of b is minus 11 all squared, okay, minus 4. Our a is 5, our c is 2. 4 times 5 times 2 divided by 2 times 5 because our a is 5. The next thing we are going to do is to simplify. Giving you that x is equals to minus is plus 11 plus or minus the square root of, taking the square root of a negative number means multiplying the negative together, which gives a positive, which will give you square root of this will be 121 minus 4 times 5 is 20, and 20 times 2 is 40, minus 40 divided by 10. The next thing is that x is equal to 11 plus or minus the square root of 121 minus 40 is 81 divided by 10. Then you see that 81 is, square root of 81 is 9, which is equals to 11 plus or minus 9 over 10. At this stage, you can now see that x is now two solutions. We are going to split the positive and negative. We have 11 plus 9 over 10, or you have it as 11 minus 9 over 10. When you have 11 plus 9 over 10, you are having 20 over 10. And that will give you 2. So x is 2, or you have 11 minus 9 is minus 2 over 10. If you divide, you see that it will be minus 1 over 5. So x is actually 2, or x is minus 1 over 5. This is the easiest way to use general quadratic formula to solve quadratic problems. Bye.